made the decision recently to focus the collection on PS4, PS5, and Nintendo Switch. So we want to add new games while spending as little as possible. To make that happen, we're going to clear out just about all of these cartridges that we don't play and a bunch of PS2 and PS3 games that we have as a part of the collection now. So just sold Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus from our PS3 collection. This one does not include the manual, but the game is in great condition. We sold this on Mercari. We're gonna get this out the door. Something else on its way out the door. Yoshi's Touch and Go for the Nintendo DS. This one sold on Mercari as well. We're gonna get these two out the door, and I think there was one more. Let me double check. We're back down here with the PS3 games because we actually sold 2 Ratchet & Clank games. I showed you Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, the other Ratchet & Clank game. Things are getting out of hand down here as these games sell. The organization and things being alphabetical is just about shot to this point. But the other Ratchet & Clank game, Ratchet & Clank All for One. This would also sold on Mercari. 2 people sent offers for Ratchet & Clank Into the Nexus, and I happened to accept the offer that was second. Somebody sent one first, and I've just missed it. So we worked something out, and I sent this one at a little bit of a discount. So there we go. Those 3 games on the way out the door. We'll add that money to the bread box, and we'll start hunting. Let me show you what we're looking for. So here's what we're on the hunt for. In this book, we have a list of games. It's going to get up to, my hope is about 100, maybe to 120 games that we want to pick up this year. And remember, we're only using the money that we make while we're out here either finding stuff to flip or as we sell off this older stuff that we're no longer going to keep it as a part of the collection. I sat down, compiled a list, and now when I go out here, I actually have something that I'm looking for versus just trying to find whatever. We have our games packaged up and ready to be taken to the post office. After accounting for fees, adding in the Pokemon games that we sold recently, we have a budget of $207. That is a healthy start to this budget, and we have a lot of space to fill. So let's get started. We're gonna try our luck here at the House of Used Movies, Games, and Music in Mesa. See if we can find some Switch games or some PS4 games on the list. And I am doubling back because I just realized I forgot to bring a list. And
that's super sick. Is it like,
there's a Switch case.
Salt Lake? Oh, okay.
Let's check that out.
So,
All right, that store is an absolute beast. They have so many movies, games, pops, everything in there. Trying to stay focused. We're looking at video games. There's a whole other side of the store that I didn't even touch with everything else. The games were not priced great. So Switch selection was a little scarce, but they did have some games. But I didn't want to pay 40 bucks for Cuphead new. So we're gonna try to check something else out. So let's keep going. After a little bit of looking around at GameStop, we ended up picking up Celeste for the Nintendo Switch. Brand new, we paid 35 bucks. It's the only game I could find that is, that wasn't more than price starting. What a weird day. I was gonna pick up Cuphead and Cult of the Lamb in there, but for some reason they were way more. But I did see they were pretty cheap over at Walmart. In fact, on sale for like 25 bucks. So I'm gonna shoot over to Walmart right behind me and see if we can't find those games. Well, Cuphead was 25, Cult of the Lamb I think was 35. Let's go check it out anyway. All right, so there's Cuphead for 40 and Cult of the Lamb for 35, but something was telling me it was on sale for 25. I'm gonna see if I can get them to check that out. We're at GameStop and we found, listen, I'm doing a video. Stop talking about people.
So, did you hear that?
All right, so we found this yesterday for 35 bucks. But at a different GameStop, it's 18. So we're gonna buy this one, return the other one. This we have to get at some point because between these two, I'm leaning towards this game. Apparently new, this goes for 61 bucks, but they have it for 40. So there we go. I'm My hand's actually bad. Whatever.
Do you know anything about this game?
A little bit. Have you played it before?
Well, I have a digital.
Oh, okay.
And
Alright.
I'm like, I don't need it now. Because
Gotcha.
it's the kind of game that you only play once.
Games like this often, or what?
Oh, I have like 180 games. I'm trying to downsize. I have a lot more if you
For
want.
Nintendo Switch?
Yes,
And for
but they're expensive. I'm selling the expensive ones because I'm trying to buy something.
Oh,
So I have the
understand.
Messenger. That's for $300. No, I shit. I put it for 600. I just don't remember how much is. This one is really expensive.
The thing about it is, I only want them just for the sake of them being expensive. I want to see if I like it.
I'm selling Celeste too.
I just picked that up.
Where? This cover?
No, I saw that. That's a different color, but no, I just picked up the regular cover.
Yeah, this is like the expensive
Yeah,
cover, but
yeah.
the cheap one is on Best Buy for $35.
We just picked up Gone Home on the Nintendo Switch, a physical copy that we are about to someday open because this one is sealed. I saw him offering this game for 80 bucks. No, in fact, he had it for 75, and I said, would you do 65? And he said no. So I said, all right, cool, and I just added it to the list. Figured we'd come across it at some point. He hit me up yesterday and said, hey man, we could do 65. Can you meet me today? So there we go. In total, we picked up 5 Nintendo Switch games to add to the collection. You just saw Gone Home. We picked this up in an offer-up deal. Paid $65 for this one. Celeste for the Nintendo Switch. GameStop new, so it includes the guide inserts, but we had the other copy that was $35. We took that back and instead we paid $18. Over at Walmart, we picked up Cult of the Lamb for $35 and Cuphead. They were nice enough to match the online price in store, so we paid $26 for this one. And the final game that we picked up is Coffee Talk. This was, again, one of those GameStop new. We paid 40 bucks, includes some cool little inserts. I'm not gonna flip this over because that has a code, but it says the soundtrack download. So I'm gonna have some lo-fi beats going. There's the sticker set. And there's the keychain. Just completed this one last night. I shouldn't say complete because I do believe there are multiple endings, but after about 4 or 5 hours, we played through this game. It really is more of a novel than it is a video game, but I enjoyed it. The music on here is good. The lo-fi beats. Last night when I was playing it, I turned on that new Schoolboy Q and played this. $184 for these 5 games leaves us with $23 to start out with whenever we go back out here. Now there are some things that I have on Mercari that I'm waiting to clear, so I'm confident we'll have more money to add to the budget, but in the meantime we have 23. Not a bad start to knocking off some games on the list and adding a whole bunch of titles to the collection. I want to take a quick minute to say thank you to those who have subscribed to the channel. If you are new or returning and you haven't done so already, please hit that subscribe button, and thank you for taking the time out to watch. Until next time, go.